was said. I just got a therapy session with a psychologist, and she does a particular way of therapy, and she brought me back to my childhood, and I was like, dude, I'm over that. But she insisted that it's not yet over, and actually through bringing me back to those memories, I started crying, and I was like, okay, maybe there's something that's unresolved. So what if you don't know? What if you think you've overcame it, or you think that's 20 years ago or 30? Like, what if I'm not aware? Is it still stuck in my body and I don't know?
Yeah, one of the challenges is it becomes, the more we talk about it, it can become part of our identity. And so then it's keeping us in the 40 constructs of what we think and believe about ourselves. And then we're not able to be the big soul that we are. And if it's based on fearful parts, you know, it's, let me go back into channeling about that. Okay, so thank you for your answers, sir. And we would say also that if there's fruit, there's a root. So if you have some fruit in your life that's unpleasant for you, there's likely still an old historical root. True, you can't have apples without an apple tree and roots going into the ground. Correct. But understand that with a therapist, it is their orientation, and part of their job is to find a problem. Okay? That's what they're trained to do. And we're not in any way discounting their skill or their compassion or their love or their intention to do good and to heal. But we are questioning the method. So if you have an anticipation, an intention to find a problem, you'll likely find one. And if you don't find one, you might invent one. But this is we're teaching you a shortcut. Are there people who get free in therapy? Yes. Are there people who go to therapy for 20 and 25 years and don't get free? Yes. So check the fruit. If you're feeling lighter, brighter, more of your higher self. But we will say that some people, their level of consciousness is far above the counselor which they are seeking out. And so that's not going to work out for them. If their level of consciousness is 400 and yours is 600, it's a mismatch, you see. And so you have to have someone who can, well, you don't have to have anything, but it is preferable to have someone who can see you in the perfection and wholeness of who you are. Because your fifth dimensional self, the part of you that existed before you came to live in the body in which you live in now, is perfect. It is unharmed. It is loving and loved. It is completely at rest with everything that has and hasn't happened for you in this lifetime. It doesn't need to fix any problem because there are no problems for your soul. Now, what the ego wants and needs is it needs to have a conflict, a drama, or a problem. And if there's not one, the ego will create one. Either in its interior life or exterior circumstances. The ego wants and needs to have a problems, conflict, and drama. The ego wants and needs approval. And the ego wants and needs to be right. Now, I wonder, is there a therapist out there who, if you came to them and you told them your story, would say, oh, dear, I think you're whole and well. I can't help you. I'm not sure. I have never heard of one. Have you? So the fruit, check the fruit always. Check the fruit. If you feel lighter, brighter, happier, more empowered, more of your true self, perhaps you want to proceed. But if you leave feeling doubtful, afraid, anxious, wanting to dig more, you see, you're never going to find a living body in a casket under the ground. Would you agree? Well, we hope not. So dig and dig and dig and dig as much as you want, and what you're going to find are old dead bones. The living are in the land of the living. Be in the present moment.